right, there we go. We got it up and running again here. Welcome to the 5 o'clock hour on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14. This is Matt McNeil taking you into the 5 o'clock hour. It is not Dennis Sonar Green. He was on during the 4 o'clock hour for a political talk show. But I am here ready to get started with a fantabulous interview as well. And let me tell you, I am graced by the presence of so many fantastic people here in the studio today. Please welcome the Fox Valley Theater Company's many great students. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing amazing.
Doing great.
How are you?
Oh, good. I always enjoy doing these interviews with you guys. You guys do such a fantastic job with the performances. So if you didn't hear, yes, Fox Valley Theater Company is having their performance of Puffs. How exciting is that? Yes. We've got some great cast members here, and what we'll do is we will go around and we'll introduce ourselves and tell us a little bit about yourself. Just something a little brief if you'd like.
Hi, I'll start. My name is River Sherman. I'm playing the role of Teen Wayne, and this is my first Fox Valley production ever. And it is also Fox Valley's first play ever. So, first time, let's go.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Camille. I'm playing the narrator, and this is also my first show with Fox River Valley, so I'm very excited. Yeah, I've been having a really fun time with this so far.
Awesome.
Hi, I am Brecker. I'm playing the role of Young Wayne, and this is my first Fox Valley show. I mean, I have done CTE in the past, but first time for everything.
There you go.
Hello, my name is Mac. This is my 16th production. I knew that was here at Fox, just CTE in Fox Valley. Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Hi, I'm Dante, and I'll be playing the role of Cedric and Voldy. And this is my second show here.
Very good. Well, we've got a beautiful cast and crew here as well today, folks. So if you want to tune in, we are on that AM 1410 dial. You can also find us on the app, our website, and also on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And of course, I always got to say it too. If you want to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. Yes. You can keep yourself up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN AM 1410. Oh my goodness, where do we even start? So this is a show called Puffs, and it is kind of I guess a spin-off of a particular show that we will not name that is very popular.
Some interesting scar-faced boy.
Exactly, right. And we've got some interesting magical creatures and spells and all of that good stuff too. So tell us a little bit about this story for people who might not know, whoever wants to just jump in.
I guess. So these are going to be the 7 years of the back end of the Puffs, which the Puffs is, not known as the greatest or the coolest guys, you'd say, but we do have a leader, and we have the people that, I guess come together and make this whole group. And it's going to be going through, at least very quickly, through these 7 years of, this certain wizarding school that I can't name, and got kind of the back characters into it and how they actually live their lives and all the shenanigans that they get up to, starring, our main characters, Wayne, both Waynes. And yeah, it's a lot really about just finding your place in the world, and finding a place for yourself, not really finding places for other people or being a hero in somebody else's story, because in reality, nobody really is a hero in everybody else's story. But the thing that you can be is the hero in your own story. And I think that's the main message of this, to, be your own hero. And embrace your weirdness, embrace your puffness, I guess.
I like it. Embrace your puffness. I like that. That's so cool. Now the show is packed with a lot of different things. So this is actually Fox Valley Theater Company's first actual play, because it's always been musicals, which of course we love the musicals. But this is the first play though. So how has that kind of? I'm sure that's been exciting for everyone too, because it's the first play. Have you had to kind of adjust some certain things if you're if you're a long time member of Fox Valley Theater Company and Children's Theater of Elgin? Has it been something that you've been kind of adjusted to, or you're like, oh, I'm so excited we're going to be doing a play?
I think person who should probably answer that is the veteran. You know, about,
Yeah.
you know, just
Yeah,
let's change in there
come on.
just a little
Yeah.
bit. You know?
It, I don't really. It was kind of initially a bit hard to get into it at first because I'm used to musicals. That's all I'd done here for a long while. But as like the week went on for the first, it started to get a lot of a better hang of it. You know, with running through all the fun lines that we get to say and such.
That's nice. That's awesome. Now, again, there's a lot of different diverse characters in here as well too. So if we can go around and tell us each character and kind of, you know, just like a general basis on, you know, what they're like, their personality. Just if you just want to do that, we could start here.
Oh, I think we should start with young Wayne. if
Yeah,
we're-
actually,
Young Wayne.
yeah.
All right, let's go with
because
it.
First.
I'm the older one.
Yeah, what I'd like to say before that is what's really nice is that, as you can see, we do have a younger and an older cast. So, as these years are changing, people are going to be switching out, which is really nice for this show.
Okay, very cool.
I feel like younger Wayne is just kind of your everyday geek. He loves everything, Lord of the Rings, like RoboCop, all of those fun little movies and shows or books. He is absolutely a big nerd on those things. I mean, he read the Silmarillion twice. I don't know how to say it, honestly. I do need to get on learning how to say that. But he's overall just a fun-loving dude who is looking to make some friends in his years of adventures.
Very cool. And then you're the older version, is that correct?
Yeah, I am the older Wayne. Younger Wayne, he definitely is a lot more hopeful. He's a lot more like, he's a lot more childlike. And like when we're all children, we're all like, oh, I can't wait to go into the big world. And then older Wayne is like, this sucks. I'm a teenager. Get me out of here. And it's honestly really fun because as like a teenager myself and having to go through like those hard moments, like middle school, you will get through it. I promise. Yeah, it's been really hard like being a teenager and stuff, and just translating that into acting. It's given me like a challenge to like, okay, you gotta show your emotion now. You don't hide it, and it's been really fun and also really challenging. I love a good challenge.
That's awesome. So, because you are playing the same person, younger version and older, how do you guys work together to kind of find similarities as you are the same person, but also learn from each other in the growing sense of things to develop those characters? If
We
that
work
makes
with
sense.
each other?
Yeah. I mean,
Gee, I wonder who you are.
you know, honestly, I think most of it is literally just talking with each other, getting to know each other. Like, I mean, River is a huge dancer. I've learned a lot about her through that. She's made some amazing choreography for the show if you come see it. Like,
Brecker's literally a little brother to me. Like, the good parts and the bad parts. I'll be hanging out with my friends, and he'll just be like, "Hey, River, guess what?" And I'll just be like, "Hi, what do you want?" But yeah, love him to death. But you're a little brother all the way.
absolutely.
I love that. Now, tell us a little bit more about some of the other characters here, too, so we can kind of get a little taste of what to expect. Yes.
So I could tell you a bit about the narrator. So something fun that we're doing for the show actually is instead of one narrator, we do have two, which, funnily enough, it's me and my little brother. People have told me that we're the same person in different fonts. So we each
Yeah,
bring
you
something
are.
similar and something different, which I think is pretty fun. But I can tell you a bit about my narrator. She's a very bookish kind of person. She just wants to get the job done really well, you know? But the show is Puffs, so does that always happen? Who knows? But what I really like about the Puffs narrator is that instead of being a disembodied voice, they're really present on the scene. So it adds like a really personal feel to it, I think. And I kind of view it as like a channel between the show and the audience to like, I guess, bridge any kind of like emotional gap that you get out of the distance between show versus audience. And we're actually doing this as like a black box style show, so there's a lot less physical distance between the audience and the stage, which as a narrator I like to take advantage of, so I can just sit there with the audience and kind of joke around with them a little bit. So I'm really excited actually for the way that we decided to do this. I think it really serves the play very well.
That's awesome.
I
Very
would like
cool.
to say that you're kind of like the translator for me. Like, if I don't get a line, you'll like be like, oh, here you go to the audience. I'm like, oh, I have that light bulb moment. You're very helpful. Very helpful.
That's
Glad
awesome.
you find me helpful.
Oh, that's great. It's really cool too what you said about the narrator being really involved in the story. Sometimes I think a lot of times when we, see movies, TV shows, read books, and there's a narrator involved, sometimes it's kind of a way to kind of bridge us into a scene, but then kind of go away a little bit rather than being a part of the whole story too. And I think that that's actually a really great element that you mentioned there. That really like it kicked something in my brain. I'm like, wow, yeah, that's unique. I don't really hear much about that with narrators as much in certain performances. So I thought that was really cool that you said that. Tell us a little bit more about some of your characters as well.
Am I gonna? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I mentioned what characters I played. I play 3 different characters, which
Oh
is
my goodness! Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
which is the second headmaster, certain potions teacher. There you go, and Zach Smith. With I don't know which ones. I guess I've
Let's say
started.
Zach Smith.
Zach
Yeah,
Smith.
Zach
That's
He's
like
the
big.
goat, man.
Yeah.
He's a fringe
I-
person.
Zach Smith is a very comedic character who appears for like a minute, and most of the stuff that he says is something I cannot say here at all.
True.
This
Yeah.
is radio. Yes.
He's a lot of fun though because he's such an opposite person to me. Like he's
Okay.
the jerk character I would describe him as, and as you can guess from my stuttering, I'm not great at confrontation.
Has it been fun playing the jerk character though?
Yes.
And it's something new, and it's like, oh, I get to be this
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. so.
I revel in how much I can just play him up.
Yeah, and you can also kind of test yourself too, in the sense of you're playing a character that isn't a reflection of yourself, your real self. So it's kind of trying to figure out like, how am I going to approach this? How am I going to say these certain lines? So there's that challenge that goes into that character as well. So, but that's very cool. 3 different parts. That's so cool. Do you like transition from one character to another in a very short time in a specific scene?
Sometimes there are
Okay.
bits where I have to quickly switch between like Zach Smith and then certain potions teacher or certain potions teacher to headmaster at times. It just kind of depends on what scene.
Very cool. That's so cool to play different characters all at once. Like in the same performance. It's very cool. And then your character, I know you did touch a little bit based on that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing a bit of Cedric and also Voldy, which is really nice. I feel like usually in a lot of musicals and just plays I've been in, I usually play the role of like either some Prince Charming or like love interest or like some like hero. And so to be able to play somebody that's evil and doesn't care about being evil and just like egotistical and snotty and pushing people out of the way so he can get to the front, and it's just amazing. And I really like getting into that aspect of it and just, I don't know, feeling like I can actually be evil for like a play. You know what I mean? It's really nice. And Cedric, he's the mentor of the Puffs. He's kind of the guy everybody looks up to, that everybody wants to be, that's like, in that certain group. And I like that too. I like being the mentor. And also it kind of just makes me, feel really connected with everybody else. And just like as a mentor to, out of everybody especially, or how it feels is like me and Brecker, I love when we act together because it genuinely feels like we have a really good connection. You know what I mean? And that's the best thing I could ask for, especially for a person who's literally acting with me for more than half of the show, at least. He's a great person, and I'm glad I could have had him.
That's awesome. There's so much that goes into these performances too. And again, the show is really packed a lot with humor and silly moments. So I'm sure you've had a lot of funny parts, funny adventures in the rehearsals. And have there been and that goes to this too, is if I'm correct about this, some of the performance here in this play is improv. Is that right?
Yes.
That is so much fun. I love the improvisation of things. It gives you more freedom in a way that most performances don't have, specifically if you're trying to learn lines. And so with that improv side of things too, is you can even kind of switch it up at times, which I think is really fun, which means every time you go to the performance, you're not going to get the same performance, which I think is really cool too. So how has that kind of worked out? I'm sure that that's in a way been I mean, has it been more challenging having to do more improv, or has it been easier? How has it kind of, has it been a mix?
I feel like it's really freeing, actually. Like,
Yeah.
especially for at least my role for Cedric, the director told me, like, for a lot of these improv, I need to go full out. I can do basically whatever I want, you know? And being able to add your own style and spin to, you know, a play or anything is already, you know, amazing. But to be able to have literally, like, at a point, I have 8 different options of a line I can use that are all completely different, but for the same part, you know? And that's such a freeing feeling and such a fun feeling because it's you can challenge yourself actually to improv better, you know? Or you can challenge yourself to just either stick with this line and try and make it hit as big as possible. And that's the beauty of it.
That is really cool. I mean, when I was looking at the script here too, I was seeing like the different options. There's option 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I mean, there is a lot of diversity when it comes to these options, and it all still works together too, which I think is really,
Yes.
really magnificent within this. I'm even interested in just studying it. It's quite fascinating to me. Very cool. The theater nerd that I.
There's a
am.
lot of stage interaction improv too, which is nice.
Yeah,
Like we
that's
get to
awesome.
run
Yeah.
around, you know,
Yeah.
give people high fives, you know, just be very present in a way that, especially in a black box, like you were saying,
Yeah.
in a way that's just kind of like not usual. I
Yeah,
like that.
actually, like almost all of my blocking is improvised, and I'm an improv person. I love it, so I was really happy about that because I feel like it lets me understand my character a lot better. It's kind of funny. This is my second time doing puffs. The last time I did it was also like a big improv role, but in a totally different way. My fellow Zach Smith over there. Yeah, that's like a huge improv role, but it's a really different kind of improv than the narrator's doing. So it's like a good learning experience for me to like stretch my boundaries a little bit and really get in touch with my character and think, oh, what would she say right now? And it also really lets me feel connected to the audience. Obviously, for rehearsals, my audience is mostly just cast members, but I can just walk around and be like, you look like you need someone to look you in the eye and deliver a line right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting, the improv side of things too. And then you can also, like I said before, you can test out things to see what works. It might work in the moment. Another time it might, you might think, I'm going to try to use this line and see how that works as well too. I think that's really cool. Have you gotten certain feedback from others on the improvisation side of things?
Yes. Oh my
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've tried something and our director has been like, "Love that, don't do it. It sucks." I feel like it's been like 5 times now. Like I remember specifically, I was like interacting with one of the narrators, and our director like cut us off and was like, "Okay, great, River, love you're making choices. It sucks. I hate it. Don't do it." And I'm like, okay. But like that's the fun thing about like trusting like your director. Like you feel free to do stuff and you trust them to tell you like, hey, great choice. I don't like it. And like that's what has made Puffs so fun is that I can do stuff and I trust that like other castmates and like the other actors and like all the adults in charge have been like, hey, no. And yeah, I just love having a good community because a bunch of my other, like I've had theater experiences where like there's been drama in the cast and this cast has been like so drama free.
It's really nice.
It's like such a breath of fresh air, especially in high school where everyone's like, oh, she did that.
I've been
like,
there before, yeah.
Yeah, we all just come together and love each other. And
Yeah.
like we support each other and it's really nice.
That's really good. I love seeing that too and hearing that from you guys and hearing it, especially from a younger age group as well. I was there before too when I was a teenager and early 20s and there were times when it's like, oh my gosh, like, oh, stress, school, and the theater too. I always enjoyed theater. Theater was kind of like my safe space for me growing up in school, and so it was always like, yeah, that's good. That's good. Everyone deserves to have that space where you feel like you can be yourself. I think that's so important. So important. So, tell us a little bit here too. Puffs has a lot of heart. It's about bravery and friendship. So. What's a moment in the show that you really think captures that spirit, even just if it's a specific one?
I think actually in a scene that we're going to be performing, like, you know, for this radio section, I think a lot of it with me and Brecker as Wayne and Cedric, a lot of it really is the friendship through mentorship and also just the friendship through struggles. And since as in the show I'm an older Puff, so I kind of already know the struggles of feeling like a failure or just feeling like I can't do something and I will never be able to do it. And to be able to impart wisdom like that to somebody that's younger than me is really, it just feels really nice, and it just gives that link of like friendship and actual like, you can do this, but you just have to believe in yourself, just like I believe in you.
That's great. And I see it too that I can already tell there's always so much encouragement that you guys give to each other too. You guys help each other out with lines, you help each other with character development, and you're just there for each other. And I think that that's so important to have such a strong team like that when you're putting on a performance like this too. And I think that that's great. So I have to say, the Children's Theater of Elgin, Fox Valley Theater Company has always stood out so massively to me because I have these interviews with you guys and I see there's so much uniqueness in all of it. And you guys are all very unique, and the Children's Theater of Elgin, Fox Valley Theater Company is very unique too. So I always think highly of everything you guys do. So
Thank you.
very cool. Absolutely.
Going back to the funniest part in rehearsals, and when we're running the mirror scene.
Oh goodness.
Okay, oh my gosh, because there's a lightsaber in there, and so one of us activates the lightsaber, and since, spoiler alert, had a real lightsaber, crazy, I know, it always either malfunctions or like falls down in like the breakest silence, and you can just hear like, I'm like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. That's my favorite part of any rehearsal. Whenever we're running lightsaber scenes and we're just like, there it goes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh well.
It just never turns out like you want it to, but
Never.
it's okay.
It's so puffy though.
Exactly.
That's so puffy. If we're talking about funny moments, I have to say, I think one of the funniest things for me is watching Mac do her monologue, because it's always something different every
Oh
time.
my goodness,
At a
yes.
certain point, her shoes came off. I was like, "Oh, we're in deep. I'm ready. Let's go."
Initially, it wasn't even like on purpose. It's just my shoes were so big at the point I just was easily just flick them off.
But
Okay.
it worked.
But the thing is, you guys are all off stage, so you can laugh silently. I'm on stage and I'm just like, and I'm like,
I'm your endurance test, pretty much.
girl, I have asthma. You can't do this to me.
Oh my goodness! You know what? And when you guys talk about the performance and what the show's about, it reminds me a lot of. I guess I'll remove a word from it. A very insert a word musical. You know that? A very Potter musical.
I know that
Have you
one.
seen that show before?
Yes,
That's kind of what I'm kind of visualizing in my head. It's kind of like that in a way. I mean, that's a musical, obviously, but like in that same kind of sense of like, there's that that kind of level of improv. Where
Absolutely, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I do.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. That is fantastic. So, oh my goodness, I don't even know what else to ask question-wise. I'm having such a great time here. What do you hope people can get out of this experience? Oh, you were going to say something? Go right ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, of
I
course,
was just going to
absolutely.
say, usually, I'm never used to having a cast this big of an age range, you know, from people all the way from literally 7th grade all the way to being 23 years old, you know? It's a huge range, a crazy range. And the younger cast absolutely kills it.
Yes.
Like,
They
if you
do.
don't watch it just for the older cast, the younger cast has unmatched humor. Their comedic timing's on point. Just the way that they act and the way that they hold themselves in an acting standpoint makes me want to do so many more shows with a younger cast because they really get it. They really actually get it. And that's something that's rare to see, especially like in younger kids, not just because they can't, but it's hard. You know, as a younger kid, it's hard to get into a sense of acting, get serious into a sense of acting. And everybody in this whole cast gets so serious into their character and who they're supposed to be that it's just beautiful. It really is.
That is fantastic. That's great. So, folks, please come on out and check out this show. You can find more information. This is at cteelgin.com. It is the Fox Valley Theater Company presenting Puffs. And yes, it is rated PG-13 as well. because I know that you, someone here said that there's a word that they were.
Oh,
they
yeah,
can't
there's
say. Is that right?
quite
You
a
got
few.
a couple.
I say a lot of things.
Second act.
I would say it's more like mature rated.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
second act really raises it up.
We're trying to get people in the show, man.
Yeah, it's PG-13. Come see it. Just
Please do.
Yeah.
bring some earplugs if you don't like certain words.
Earplugs. Earplugs.
It come with an open mind, folks. It's theater. You got to remember that.
Amen.
Absolutely. So, folks, check out more information. You can find it. That is ctelgin.com. You can buy those tickets. They are available now, too.
Buy now.
Absolutely. So, if you want to check it out, that is on the screen right now. You can find it. It is coming up September 5th through the 7th. And then also the 12th through the 14th. There is also a free sensory-friendly preview. Now, tell us a little bit about that. What is the free sensory-friendly preview?
Sensory-friendly preview is for people who have accessibility issues, whether listening or just visibility issues. And so we try and get a free show in, at least so people with those, disabilities can actually feel like they can enjoy the show. Because I want everyone to enjoy the show. We all want everyone to enjoy the show
yeah.
to the best of their ability as we enjoy the show.
Absolutely. And then I was going to ask here too. So, what do you hope people can get out of this experience, out of this story? What's the main kind of message within this entirety of this performance, within this story that you want people to leave the theater thinking about?
For me, I think the most important part of it is that everybody has a place. Everybody has a place where they're important, and it might not be something you would have thought of, but you just have to look around and be open-minded, and you'll realize. A big piece of it is like making yourself your own main character, and I just hope that everyone who watches it can get out of it that nobody's a side character. This is real life. Everyone is important.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Quote,
great.
I live. If you don't get anything else out of this, I want you to hear these words. You're always going to be the side character in somebody's story. And there's very, different variations. There's, you're always the villain in someone's story. You're always, the anti-hero in someone's story. But, this is your story. No one... People can tell you what to do with it, but, you don't have to do it. They have their own life. They can do whatever they want with their own life. You can do whatever you want with your own life. And
Right.
so that's a quote I live by. Just be yourself. If anyone gives you trouble, just be like, all right, and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like another thing about this play is just that realizing that everyone has their own puff moments where they forget to pack a fork with their lunch and have to dip salad in a dressing like I had to do the other day. Forgetting to tie your shoe and tripping on the bus and making a fool of yourself. It's not that bad.
I did that today.
Oh.
I had a
You two are
feeling.
really telepathically linked, huh?
Yes.
Literally, we're the same person. I am
Literally.
It's just kind of embracing your mistakes and realizing that nobody's perfect. Everyone has that little badger inside of them.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, that's good. No, yeah, I can't put it any better. They said it amazingly. And I guess maybe another part is, while finding your place in other people's lives and in your own life, just, I guess you're never always going to suck. Yes, you might start off terribly at whatever you try to do, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to make it. Failure is another form of practice,
Yeah.
You
As long as
only
you keep
fail when you don't keep trying. Or,
Exactly.
something
Oh, exactly.
you only fail when you stop trying. I'm full of motivational quotes today.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for coming in today. Oh my gosh, we got to read the line.
Oh, yes! Yes, that would actually be good.
Okay, here we
That
go.
would be great.
So for those of you who don't know, I am going to be reading some lines. I got to work on some of my lines. I'm going to see if I can do it.
Start working them acting muscles.
I'm trying to think. Okay. All right. So I don't know. Where we've got to start here is, well, you guys know your lines already, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I guess I should start. So it's the scene with studies. So looks like the bell rings. We're in a classroom now. The pups all rush on, chatting with each other and my goodness, I can't read. I should be able to. Chatting with each other and surrounded Oliver and Wayne. So then it's certain potions teacher says,
Sit, everyone, now. You're here to learn the art of potion. Oh, Puffs.
Hi.
Hi.
Can anyone here tell me what is a potion?
Ooh, is it what you put on your skin to make it feel soft?
That's lotion.
Is it a place all the fishes live?
That's the ocean.
Is it a starchy root vegetable?
That's a potato.
It's a magic liquid.
You're the most dunderheaded student I have ever had sit in my class. If you actually manage to pass this year, I will eat my shoe. 10 points from Puffs.
I ate a shoe once. Didn't taste good, but didn't taste bad.
Class dismissed.
All right, there we go. I read some of the lines, and you guys did great. Oh, are we going to continue on, or is that?
No, that was good. That was,
Okay.
that was
good.
actually perfect.
Okay, cool.
I
was
guess
fun. Oh my
Lumosing. Oh, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 2 scenes I brought for you, but we can start with the prologue because it makes sense to start with the start, right?
I read books from the back, so I don't know.
That's
What
why
are
you're
you,
a manga reader.
Heroes, made, not born, except sometimes they are born on a gloomy night in a far away magical land called England. Ah! You might not see this right now, but there's a giant in the room. Oh, you also can't see this, but there's a baby here. His parents dead. But he lives. He is the boy who lives. He has a scar on his forehead shaped like... Well, you get it. You are familiar with this boy. Well, forget about him. This story is not about him. For you see, there's another orphan. His parents, also dead. Killed in a freak chocolate frog accident. Please don't ask. This boy is whisked away to live with his uncle in the even more magical land of Catalpoke Springs, New Mexico. And up until a few weeks ago, this now 11-year-old boy had only the regular problems of a child in 1991. That is, until a rogue owl flew into his living room to deliver a rather important letter, which effectively stated this: "You're a wizard, Wayne!" And so, after making his way through a very confusing train station, Wayne found himself at the gates of a certain school of female magic and male magic, where he would spend the next 7 years. This September, we will be taking an incredibly in-depth look at those 7 years. Excuse me one moment. What? 110-ish minutes? Oh. This September, we will be taking a look at those 7 years. 7 years that were, in one word, eventful. It begins as these stories tend to begin, with a sorting.
Whoa, crazy. I wonder what house we're gonna be sorted into.
Guys, I
wonder.
have a feeling it involves.
wonder.
It's
a
not the smarts,
badger.
and it's not the braves, and it's not the snakes.
And then you said you had another one, right?
Oh, I do have another scene. This one is... It's just a little backstory. A reading from the tragic yet rewarding History of the Puffs, Chapter 2. There once lived an excellent cook who also happened to be a witch. Her name was Helga. She could often be found hanging out with her special friends. "Let's play a game," said her friend Rowena. "Who can read all the books?" "Oops, I won! I am so smart." Poor Helga responded, "Why don't we play a different game? That is, if you are brave enough." Enter her friend, Rick Griff. "Did someone mention bravery in passing?" Rawr. And finally, a shady figure enters the scene. Hey guys. Helga had a realization. We have all these great magical knowledge. Why don't we start a school? And so, they magicked a castle into existence. But they were left with an important question to answer. What type of students would they admit? Rick Griff declared, students who are brave. Rowena decided, students whom are smart. Sal chose, blonde blood money jerks. And what kind of students would our dear Helga admit? Find out this September by watching CTE's Puffs.
Yeah, love it. Awesome, awesome. Thanks, guys, so much for coming in today to the station, WRMN AM 1410. You don't want to miss out on this great performance with these awesome kids. This is CTELgin.com. This is the presentation, the Fox Valley Theater Company's presentation of Puffs. It is a hilarious journey to that certain school of magic that we all know and love and adore that we can't say on here. So, so thanks, guys, so much for coming in. This is a great interview. I always have a lot of fun with you guys. And we hope you all, folks out there, can make it out to the show. Thanks again.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry.
You can't do
What's
that.
wrong with you, man?
We're in public.
Apologies.
Folks, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on WRMN in just a little bit. Of course, stay tuned.